what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. I want to be daring, baby.
Hey guys, so good morning. It's not really morning, it's noon. It's Monday. We've got a lot of stuff going on to get ready for a very busy week and a very busy few weeks coming up. Just a lot of stuff going on, and honestly, I'm not feeling any of it right now. I'm tired, my body hurts, I'm having muscle and joint aches. I'm just very run down. I think that the last several days have just been exhausting, and I'm wore out. I mean, honestly, I have a broken back, and I have rheumatoid arthritis and psoriatic arthritis, and I think I'm just pushing too hard, and it's been super humid and muggy, and it's just not been good combination, and I think I'm having a flare. And I know I'm having a psoriatic arthritis flare because my hands are broke out, and they only break out when I have flares. But we have had a lot going on. Friday night, we had our end of year co-op family night, which was like a cooking contest and a talent show and a dinner and art contest and all kinds of stuff. And we had to get up Saturday morning, be at our church by 8 a.m. for a big car wash for youth camp. So we were there till about 1:30, came home, and then kids had to get their chores done. I had to get some laundry and stuff done, and then I had to start getting girls and CJ ready for prom. And I took them early to meet with Mika's friend's mom and CJ's girlfriend and her sister and some other kids, and we took a bunch of prom pictures, and then we took, all the kids went over to prom, and then I came home. I made something to eat real quick, and it was like not very long after. I think I did one load of laundry I folded. It was already time to head back. And then they ended up staying about an hour after when prom was supposed to end, just still dancing and hanging out with friends. And I just sat in the car and worked on some editing while I waited. But I then had to get everybody up bright and early Sunday morning, and we went to church. While we were at church, CJ and Mika got invited to be junior leaders at church camp for the kids this week. Maddie and Bubba have kids camp this week. CJ and Mika will be going as junior leaders to help out. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have to be up by 6 a.m. at the latest. We have to be at the church by 7 a.m. They are going to bus the kids to camp every day, pick them up around 2 in the afternoons. And so we're going to be doing that all week. I also have the heart doctor Wednesday, possibly. I may end up rescheduling it. I just I've already rescheduled it like 4 times because Maddie had appointments and CJ had appointments and stuff. But James hasn't worked in 7 weeks other than one day. So financially, it just depends. The one day that he worked, his boss hasn't paid him for and told him that he financially can't afford to pay him, and that he may need him to work for 3 or 4 weeks for free before they can get caught up enough to pay him. So obviously that's not a good working situation. Which brings me to my next point of things that are going on with us. James has done about a dozen job applications, and is going to be going back over the road, I think. That's how it's looking right now. And that's what a majority of our relationship, marriage, life has been him over the road. I think he's the last 4 years or so, 5 years, he has been home a lot more. But yeah, most of sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to hold this to where my arm won't hurt. Most of our relationship, he has been over the road, and that's just kind of what we're used to anyway. So, I mean, it won't be that big of an adjustment for us. But he's looking at going back over the road, and, you know, it's, so, like I said, it's something that we're not, like, it's not going to be a huge change for us. It's actually was a harder change for us having him home every day, because, like, he, after being on the road for something like 14 years, he came in and it was like, oh, everybody has to be up by this time, and oh, you guys can do school from this time, and we'll eat dinner at this time, and we'll all go, and I'm like, no, wait, like, I've been single parenting, you know, for all these years. I've been getting kids up and down, and I've been homeschooling, and I've been doing this, and I've been doing that, and it's always been me, like, and then to have somebody come in and be like, we're going to change everything, it was like, whoa, like, wait a minute. And it was honestly a really hard adjustment, and now we've kind of gotten used to it, and we work around his work schedule, and, you know, but at first it was very hard to make changes. In the very beginning, for like, I don't know, maybe like our 3rd year together, I think at one point he decided he was going to come and be home more, and he got a job, and it was working overnights. That was honestly harder than anything, because he would sleep during the day, and I would have to keep CJ, who was like, how old was he? I don't know. Now I gotta think about what year this was. I don't know, but I had to keep a whole bunch of kids very quiet during the day so he could sleep, because he's a very light sleeper. And so, like, it was hard keeping kids asleep, or, I mean, kids awake, teaching kids, doing things with kids, letting kids get out energy without waking up dad, you know, so that he wasn't just going to work completely exhausted every night. And we did that for about a year, and he ended up deciding to go back on the road. He worked for a company out of Choctaw for years he loved, and he was home every weekend, but he was gone Monday through Friday, and we loved that setup. It worked really well for our homeschooling and for our co-ops and our school like life schedules for the kids, to have him home on the weekends and, you know, holidays and things. But he ended up leaving that job a few years ago and going back to work for this guy, which he's worked for, I think, 3 times now. And they're good friends, but the guy's just not a good business. And thankfully, they've always, when James stopped working for him, they've always been able to maintain being friends. But in all honesty, it's not a good business to work for. It's just, I mean, he doesn't maintain money well. He doesn't keep home and business things separate, and it just becomes too much, I think. Anyways, all these things to say, James is going to possibly be going back over the road again. Hi, George. Nope, sit over here. Sit over here. Do not jump on me. Don't jump on me. George. He jumped on me. I knew he was going to. Anyways, all these things to say, big changes coming for us as far as James's work schedule and what he's going to be doing. We have a few weeks off school until everybody's through with camp, and then we're going to hit summer school. We always do school through summer. I feel like it's better because the kids aren't forgetting things that they've learned all year. Also, during the year, if we want to take breaks for other things that are going on, we can take breaks, and I don't feel guilty about missing a week of school here and there. But, yeah, so we'll be hitting summer school, but I'm going to let everybody get through camp and stuff first. I'm not going to try to school kids through camp. Which gives me some time to get some stuff done in my greenhouse as well. So since this week, it's going to be just me and Penny, pretty much. Everybody's here today. CJ and Penny are actually down at Sing Grace helping my neighbor at the animal rescue get ready for a field trip that's going to be coming to her animal rescue this week. So she's going to be getting that stuff ready, and they're helping her. But Mika and CJ and Maddie are here, and we're just kind of having a chill day. I need to do a ton of things. We replaced Maddie's dresser, and so her old dresser's sitting here on the porch, and we need to get it gone. I have like 3 or 4 loads of laundry washed. I need to fold. I need to get more laundry washed. I have dishes to do. What else? I have chicken on the smoker, so I need to figure out what we're going to eat with said chicken. I need to clean up my room, like my dresser and stuff. I have a bunch of laundry stacked on it because it's just been a busy few days, and I never put away my laundry. What else? I really need to get some greenhouse work done this week, and I think this week, while it's just me and Penny a couple of days, I'm going to get out there in my greenhouse, and I'm going to do a whole lot of work. I've got a ton of weeds coming up. I wanted to get mulch down on the grounds of the greenhouse, and it just didn't happen. Life has been chaotic, and James hasn't been working, and it's just one of those things where I'll get to it, but in the meantime, I've got a ton of weeds growing, so I need to work on that. When CJ gets back from my neighbor's house, he's going to put some trellises in for some more of my squash that are vining, so that'll get done today. It's just, we've got a lot. It's that time of year where it's go, 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 and everybody keeps saying, I'm tired, let's take a rest day, but we don't have time for a rest day. So anyways, next week is going to be, I think, just some appointments and stuff we have going on, and then the week after, CJ and Mika have camp. But I think next week I might work on doing some freezer meals and stuff, and freezer prepping some meats and different things, like with marinades. That's what I'm kind of thinking about doing. So we'll see how things play out. Kind of waiting to know what James is going to do. But if James is going to be going back over the road, I'm definitely going to need to go back to making some freezer meals and freezer preps, because it just makes things easier for me. They will, however, have to be healthier in freezer meals and freezer preps, because I am trying to lose weight, and I don't want to sabotage that in the sake of an easy meal. But I mean, the kids and I do eat pretty healthy, so I don't think it'll be that hard. But I mean, and of course, like when I make the kids things like pancakes, I don't eat them. So if I freezer prep a bunch of pancakes or mini waffles, I don't think it's going to be an issue for the kids to eat those and me not to. So I just need to make a list. But I do want to do like a bunch of healthy proteins. I do want to add something, just a small celebration on my part. If you've seen previous videos where I'm talking about the fact that I am trying to lose weight and get healthier, because I have high blood pressure since having COVID, and on top of that, I have gained over 100 pounds since having COVID. I try to be very transparent about these things, because I know I'm not the only person in this world who's struggling with these things, and I feel like, you know, if I share it, maybe it'll help somebody else. But since having COVID, I went up and down with my weight. I have tried certain diets. I've tried calorie counting. I've tried calorie deficits. Like, I've worked so hard to try to lose weight. And like last year, I was running every day, like 3 miles every evening after dinner. And well, I would walk one, run one, walk, run. And I was like putting in so much effort, and I was going to the gym every morning, and I was just like, I was putting in an effort, and I'd lost some weight, but not enough. But still, I was losing weight up until I broke my back. And then breaking my back was not only hard, but it was depressing for me to feel like my life changed so hard, like so fast, into such a like nightmare for me as such a busy, active person. And so I was depressed. I have a chicken on my porch, guys. I was depressed, and I just kind of gave up for a while, and I finally decided that I needed to do this. George, no, you came outside, you stay out here. George can let himself out, but he has to knock on the door to for somebody to let him in. So he will sit there and hit that door over and over until somebody comes. But for me, I finally decided, like, enough is enough. I've got to take this seriously. I've got to get my life back. And so, about 3 months ago, I think, I started really kind of putting in the work to eating healthier. I talked to my doctor about water and protein and things, and we calculated how much protein I need to lose weight, how much water I need to lose weight, and, you know, do so in a healthy way. George, no. And so we figured out what I needed, and I have been sticking to that. I am also counting my calories, and, you know, it's not an insanely a low amount of calories, so it's not like I'm starving or anything like that, and it's definitely doable for me. George, no. But I have been about 3 months now really working at this, and yesterday when I weighed myself, I was 250 pounds. At my highest weight, January of 2024, I was 297. I am currently at 250. I realize I'm still overweight. I realize I'm still too heavy. I realize that my healthy weight is still lower than that, but it is a celebration. I am super proud of myself. I think I took a picture of the scale and sent it to 50 people. And some of them didn't even know how much I weighed, but I sent it to them anyway. George, act right. He is a spoiled brat. He is. Anyways, I'm so excited. I am almost 50 pounds down. I hit 250, and I'm going to keep going. And I'm hoping that losing enough weight will help with a lot of the back pain. It'll help with my arthritis. It will help me get off the blood pressure pills I don't like taking, and it will help me get my energy and my life back. So, all of that to say, I'm super proud of myself, and I wanted to share that with you guys. But I'm gonna go inside and talk myself into getting some stuff done. Okay, so I folded a bunch of laundry, and that's really all I've gotten done for several hours. I'm just really dragging today, but I am working on making some apple banana bread. It was in this, I'll show you guys this book, which I accidentally just closed, this quick and easy family baking book. I'll see if I can find a recipe online and link it, but if not, I don't know that I'll be able to link it. But it's an apple banana bread, and I just used the rest of the apples that CJ used to make his apple fritters because they were in the fridge. So I used those, and I'm just adding an extra banana because it's not quite enough apple. And I'm gonna put these in some loaf pans in the oven, bake those, and then I'm gonna figure out what else I'm gonna make. Okay, I got those in the oven, and now I'm mixing up some brown sugar cookies, and I'm gonna get these in the oven next.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want.
I need a quick side for dinner, so I'm going to do like a baked mac and cheese. This is some Velveeta cheese. onion powder and milk, and I'm pouring this over some cooked bow tie pasta, and I'm going to mix this up and then just add some Munster cheese pieces on top because I don't have any blocks of cheese or shredded cheese right now, but I did have about 1/3 of a block of Velveeta cheese.
You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. You can. Baby, let your head down. Be a little.
Okay, so I've got the chicken I just pulled off the smoker. I just pulled the baked mac and cheese out of the oven, and I put some broccoli in a steamer pot, so it's steaming. I'm warming up some green beans with some butter, and I have some ranch beans heating up, and we'll be eating dinner pretty shortly. And I think we have storms coming in. Here is our apple banana bread and our brown sugar cookies, but everybody has eaten 2 cookies each. And here is my baked macaroni out of the fridge. I made some green beans and I added some powdered butter to those because I am out of fresh butter. And then I made ranch beans and steamed broccoli. And of course we have our smoked chicken, and this is dinner tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming along with us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, leave a comment if you want to chat, and I'll see you next time with another new video. Bye.